Sarcasm, guys, yes. So we can go Steph Curry too. But Coach, I'm gonna tell you this, you may appreciate this, right? This was way back in the day, I don't even know if you guys were born, but when Kobe was playing on the Dream Team, that's the Olympics, his trainer talked about his first encounter with Kobe Bryant. The trainer who was a part of the USA Basketball League. His name was Rob. He got a call. Rob said he got a call at 4 o'clock in the morning. He's up watching the movie. Rob get a call. It's Kobe. He say, Rob, he said, yeah, what's up, Kobe? He said, hey, can you come down to the gym and train with me? It's 4 a.m. I'll be down there in 30 minutes. He gets dressed, goes down to the gym. He said, I get there at 4:30. Kobe looks like he's been swimming, drenched in sweat, shooting jumpers. What's his name, young people? Who am I talking about? Okay, I need you to say this with me. Who am I talking about? Okay, I want you to get this. I want you to follow this. It's a method to my madness, believe me. It's going to sink in. So Kobe is shooting and he's sweating. It's like he said, it looked like he'd been swimming. Anybody ever heard of Kobe Bryant? Yes or no? Yeah, right. We heard of Kobe Bryant. Why did we hear Kobe Bryant? You're going to understand why. You got all these basketball players, NBA stars playing on the Dream Team, playing for the USA. One guy is at the gym at 4 a.m. What's that guy's name? The one guy, Kobe, shooting jumpers, drenched up. Rob comes in 4:30. He said, we work out for about 4 hours. Rob said, I go back to my house, go back to the hotel, fall asleep, get back up, come back. It's about 11, he said about 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, get there. He sees Kobe in the corner shooting jumpers. He sees Carmelo Anthony talking with another coach. He sees Kobe shooting jumpers. And he goes up to Kobe. He said, hey, Kobe, good workout. He said, what do you mean? He said, good workout yesterday. He said, what time did you leave the gym? He said, what do you mean leave the gym? I had to do 700 jumpers before I leave. I'm about to leave right now. See that? Nobody else is at the gym at 4:30 and working to 12, but one person. And what's his name? That's why we know his name. Listen to me. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. The reason why you heard of him because he was willing to do what nobody else was willing to do. He had a level of discipline that nobody else had. Steph Curry the same way. Steph Curry went to Kobe Bryant's camp. That's how old Kobe was. Steph Curry, high school student, all these students going to the high school camp. The trainer says when Steph came in, you're talking about the best players, high school students across the country at Kobe's camp. Steph Curry was one of them. He said this, and the trainer said this was the only kid who arrived 30 minutes before everybody else to shoot jumpers. The only kid who would not leave until he hit 5 net free throws in a row. If he hit 4, he'd start all over before he left. Why? What's his name? Why do we know his name? Because of that level of discipline. What I'm telling you, young people, it's never easy to be successful. It is always difficult, but it's learning to commit to the difficulties of life, difficulties of your regiment, difficulties of your dreams, difficulties of stuff that you can't stand. Because if you can't stand Spanish, math, history, like I couldn't stand none of them, guess what? If you're not willing to commit to it, and nobody said you had to love it, cry all the way through it, talk about how this class sucks, you can't stand it, but I got an A. Did you get that? I got an A, but I can't stand it. How'd you get an A and can't stand the class? Because I understand I can't stand it, but I know I need it. Young people, it's never easy. What you need in life to be successful is learning to live with being uncomfortable. That is the only place you thrive. That is the only place you grow. So I want you to think about this for a moment. Take a mental assessment of where you're at right now. When I say take a mental assessment, I mean think about right now, where are you struggling at? What areas do you not like in your life? And then think about how much resistance do I have in that area? How much discipline do I have in that area? In other words, I hate math, hate history, hate this situation that I'm going through right here. So you need to ask yourself, what levels of commitment have you made in that area? And if your answer is none because it's too hard, then you know where to start. You start in the hard place. You start in a difficult place. You start in a place that nobody else wants to start. You start in a place where you're uncomfortable. You start in the place where it's difficult. When I was going through high school up until about the 10th or 11th grade, I was the shyest person around. I would not talk to anybody. Do I look shy? Do I sound shy? But guess what I was? Shy. You know how I overcame that? I committed to being uncomfortable. I committed to talking to strangers, shaking their hands, smiling, because I had to overcome it. Because I didn't want to be this person who grew up and had these mental issues of not being able to talk to people. So I did this. I said, well, let me commit to being uncomfortable. And because of that, all these things started coming out of me that was inside of me. A passion for people. A passion to stand in front of people I don't know, to go up to perfect strangers and talk to them all day. Love on people I don't even know, who don't look like me, talk like me, sound like me, come from my same background. And the reason I was able to do that because I started doing something that I was not used to. Because my comfort zone was this: stay to yourself. Don't say anything to anybody. I don't know them, don't say anything. But listen, young people, if you do that, you're going to never, ever see what you can be because you're not committing to being uncomfortable. Let me give you a couple more. How much time do I have, doctor? So anybody help me out with the time? 7 minutes? Oh, really? I'm doing good. Okay, somewhat. Your habits develop your dreams. So get this. Your habit today is your future, not your dream. Some people, and it's funny because I talk to young people all the time. It's like everybody hoping and wishing and dreaming. Okay, I'm going to blow up. How you going to blow up? I don't know, but I'm just going to blow up. I'm going to be rich. How you going to be rich? I don't know. I'm just going to be rich. And we got all these things, but we don't know how because we have a dream, but we don't have any habits that back up that dream. So if your habit does not back up your dream, you really, truthfully, you have a dream. In other words, you got to wake up because it's not coming to pass simply because you do not have the habit that's necessary. It's your habits that make your future, not your dreams. It's what you do. This is a true statement. What you do is who you are. What you do. Not what you finna do, not what you about to do, not what you want to do, not what you're thinking about doing, but what you do. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. A lot of the people who I grew up with doing the same thing they was doing when I left at 17, or when I left at 18 years old. But you know, if I talk to them today, you know what they'll say? I'm about to, I'm fin to. Man, you almost 50. And you fin to, you about to, because they never learned that lesson. The key is your priorities protect your dreams. What's your priority? Learning to discipline yourself to what matters. What matters to you? How many know what they want to do in life? Show of hands. This is good. What do you want to do, young man? Anesthesiologist. I love that. Yes. I'm sorry? Rescue animals. Thank you. Yes. Auto mechanics. My man. Yes. Police officer. Nursing. Yes. Young lady. Yes. Who? Animator. Love it. Yes. Huh? Navy. What do you want to do in the Navy?
Probably special warfare.
Special warfare? Okay, you can get that. Yes, Billy. Yeah. I'm sorry? Acne? I'm sorry? Oh, acting. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry, acting. I said, man, if I say you mean dermatologist, man, you know, dermatologist, okay. That's good. I love that. You like acting. Come on up here. Help me out. What's your name? Michael, do me a favor. Michael, I need you. Okay, guys, I need you to continue. What's up?
I just like movies. I'm gonna be acting like girl.
You just like movies?
Yeah, like a comedian.
Oh, you want to be a comedian? Yeah. Okay, well, wonderful. So listen, Mike, this is what I want you to do. I want you to finish off what I just started. I started asking people what they want to do. Raise your hand if you know what you want to do. So, Mike, I want you to call on them and ask them what they want to do. You can start right over here. These two young ladies. Go ahead. Yeah. Physical therapy. Go ahead. Pharmacist. Retire. Okay, you got to slow down. I got to hear them first, Mike. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Just give me time to at least digest it. Okay, so what'd you say? Sports medicine. Okay, Mike, we got some people over here. Go ahead. Hamlet. Say it out loud, too, when they say it so everybody can hear. Okay. Psychologist, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I took over. Computer tech. You want to be an astronaut? Give Mike a hand, guys. Now listen. Now listen. Listen to me. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm going to tell you why I did that. I'm going to tell you why I did that. Thank you. You had to resist, right? I could tell when Mike first said it, because I couldn't understand him. He wasn't loud, wasn't talking, but because it was kind of uneasy for him, that's why I called him up. Because in that experience, it just stretched him. In that experience of difficulty, in that experience of being uncomfortable, it just stretched him. He just did something he probably never did before, would have done. He called on his classmates in front of a group of students and had to stand and talk and point and speak. Do something that was uncomfortable. That is what education is, young people. It is stretching you. It is pushing you in a position of uncomfortability to tap into your potential. So one day, 5, 10 years from now, when Mike is a celebrity, he's this actor, and they show his high school yearbook picture, one of you guys may be sitting next to him and say, I remember when Mike was calling on me. And truthfully, of course, I shouldn't have graduated. But I can tell you how I graduated, because I wrote my statistics. I had a class, statistics and probability. Here was the issue. I got comfortable. I was smart at one time, but then I was engaged. When I say I was smart, I was ahead of credits. Back then, I don't know if it is today, but it's a credit system. I could graduate early because I had enough credits. So they made a mistake and told me, you can graduate a semester early. So since they told me that, guess what I did? I said, cool. I'm comfortable. I don't have to do nothing. So I definitely wasn't going back to school. I would go maybe once or twice a week. My logic was this is how stupid I was. I can say that because I'm talking about myself. I would come in on a Monday and Tuesday. If I went to class Monday and Tuesday, I would go Wednesday. If I didn't go Monday or Tuesday, that my logic was, well, I didn't go 2 days out of the week, so I might as well not go the rest of the week. And my statistics teacher, I needed that 1 grade by the time I graduated to have all my complete credits so I was not held back. So I asked everybody who I knew and didn't know who was walking past the hall, pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. I don't know. Who is that kid? Pray for me. That's what I was saying. Pray. Please pray I graduate, because I needed this grade. So I wrote my statistics teacher a letter on my final, which I knew I failed miserably, and I knew I should have been held back. But I said, please, please, please pass me. I'm so sorry for not coming to your class. I will mow your lawn all year long. I did write that. I'm not lying. And of course, I didn't mow his lawn, but he passed me with a D-. And of course, I was able to go into the Navy, and I was not held back. But I would not suggest that method of completing high school. No, the reason my adversity led me to that. Let me share this, and I may get tapped on one more question. But my adversity was this: my shipboard midway, 14-hour shipboard fire. 4 of my shipmates died. That wakes you up. Second ship I was on, USS Midway, got hit by a mine. Hit the paint locker. We were fighting Saddam Hussein during that time. What was Saddam Hussein known for? Anybody remember? Chemical weapons. Chemical weapons. It hit the paint locker. So what do you think happens when your ship hits the mine and it rattles this ship? And this is not, let me tell you, when a mine hits a ship, it's serious. And all you smell is fumes. That's all we smelled was fumes. So in our estimation, we're dead. These are deadly chemicals we're inhaling. And thank God it was the paint locker. So what we were smelling were paint fumes. No one got killed, and no one got seriously injured. But that wakes you up. One more question, guys. Anybody else? Any other questions? Yes.
Has being in that situation affected your life at all? Like, not negatively, but like made you more uncomfortable about that situation?
Which one? The shipboard situation? Well, I mean, yeah, it's, I'm not, tolerable. I don't have any issues with sounds or nothing like that. No, but I mean, it does affect you. It may not. Everything, I believe everything affects you. That's why I tell young people going to the military, I say you got to put that in the equation. You don't think about that stuff. You think it's a 9 to 5. It's not a 9 to 5. Every veteran I know, you got some type of mental or physical issue. That's just a fact. Because of your experience. Your experience can stretch you. Your experience will stretch you, and it will impact you in such a way whether it moves you. It can move you forward even though it was negative, but it still moves you. So when you think about knowing you're in the shipboard fire, you might die, second ship might die, all that stuff has an impact on your life, definitely. It keeps you moving. So you're not walking around saying to yourself, I got all the time in the world. Because when you think everything is good, something happens, now you deal with it. So yeah, it has affected me. Dr. Ingram, thank you guys. Young people, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.